In a shining golden kingdom surrounded by rolling green hills, King Arlen ruled with kindness and wisdom. Every morning, laughter echoed through the castle gardens, where 11 princes and their little sister, Princess Eliza, played among roses and fountains. Peace rarely lasts forever. One day, in the grand hall lit by stained glass and torches, King Arlen introduced a new queen to the royal court. Queen Selene, beautiful, graceful, but with eyes as cold as moonlight. At night, in her candlelit chamber, Queen Selene stirred a shimmering green potion, whispering forbidden words. The spell was cast. As dawn light spilled across the castle walls, Queen Selene stood at her balcony, smiling wickedly. The 11 princes were gone, transformed by the queen's dark magic. And when Princess Eliza awoke, the castle was silent. Princess Eliza ran through the corridors calling for her brothers, but Queen Selene appeared instead, her eyes glinting. With false pity, Queen Selene ordered the guards to take Princess Eliza far away, deep into the dark forest where no one would ever find her. And this is where it gets interesting. When it stopped, the guards left Princess Eliza alone in the wilderness. The forest loomed like a wall of secrets. She knelt on the soft moss and prayed under a single beam of moonlight. Around her, deer and birds gathered, the forest itself listening to her sorrow. By morning, determination replaced fear. Princess Eliza followed the sound of a stream, drank from clear water, and built a small shelter of branches beneath an oak tree. She gathered wildflowers, remembering the princess's laughter. As she fell asleep under the stars, she dreamed of wings and sunlight, of her brothers calling her name. At sunrise, that dream came true. A soft rush of wind filled the clearing. 11 white swans glided down from the clouds, their feathers shining in the golden light. Princess Eliza gasped and ran toward them, tears glimmering in her eyes. The 11 swans circled her lovingly, their wings brushing against her arms like a promise. As the sun set, the eldest swan stepped forward and, in a shimmer of light, transformed into Prince Edric. "Eliza," said Prince Edric, voice trembling with joy, "it's truly you." For a few precious moments, the brothers were human again. But when dawn broke, the spell took hold once more, and they returned to swans, lifting into the sky with graceful cries. Princess Eliza followed them through valleys and waterfalls until they reached a crystal lake hidden behind a curtain of vines. There, Prince Edric explained that the curse could be broken only by courage and love, and perhaps a miracle. That night, beneath 1,000 stars, Princess Eliza fell asleep and dreamed of a radiant fairy surrounded by light. The fairy queen appeared, her wings glowing like moonbeams, and spoke gently. "Eliza, if you wish to save your brothers, you must gather nettles that grow upon graves. Weave 11 shirts from them, one for each of your brothers, and never speak a word until the task is complete. If you speak before the final shirt is finished, all will be lost." When Princess Eliza awoke, the morning sun found her already gathering nettles with bare, trembling hands. The thorns cut deep, but she did not cry out. She began weaving beside the stream, each movement a prayer. The 11 swans watched silently from the treetops, their eyes full of trust and sorrow. Days became weeks, weeks became months, seasons turned. Leaves fell like embers as Princess Eliza worked tirelessly. The unfinished shirts hung from branches like emerald flags in the wind. The world watched her silent devotion. And then, fate intervened. A royal hunting party rode through the forest. Leading them was Prince Rowan, the young heir to a neighboring kingdom. He reined in his horse when he saw Princess Eliza kneeling beside her strange green garments, golden hair tangled in the wind. Prince Rowan approached quietly, amazed by her beauty and mystery. "Who are you?" he asked. Princess Eliza only looked up with wide, silent eyes. Unable to speak, he helped her onto his horse, and together they rode through meadows of sunlight toward his castle by the sea. The palace shimmered under the moon, its towers rising like silver spears against the stars. Queen Amara, Prince Rowan's mother, welcomed Princess Eliza with suspicion masked by grace. Princess Eliza bowed silently, holding her precious nettle shirts like treasure. Prince Rowan gave Princess Eliza a chamber overlooking the ocean, filled with light and the sound of waves. There, day after day, she continued her weaving. In silence, Queen Amara watched from the doorway, her eyes narrowing. "She speaks to no one," the queen murmured to her maids. "Perhaps she's a witch." Storm clouds gathered above the palace, echoing her doubts. One night, guards burst into Princess Eliza's chamber, ripping the shirts from her arms. Prince Rowan rushed in, demanding an explanation. But Queen Amara had already passed judgment. "She will be punished," the queen declared coldly. "Before the dawn, she will burn in the dark dungeon, lit by flickering torches." Still weaving with the last of her nettles, her hands bled onto the fabric, but she refused to stop. Outside, the 11 swans circled the castle, crying into the storm. And this is where everything begins to change. When morning broke, the city gathered in the courtyard. Princess Eliza was led to the pyre, the 11 unfinished nettle shirts draped over her arms. The crowd murmured. The fire was ready. Then, a cry from the sky. The 11 swans swooped down through the clouds, wings shining with blinding light. Princess Eliza lifted her arms, and one by one, green light exploded across the courtyard. Feathers turned to flesh, wings to arms, and before the stunned crowd stood 11 princes. Prince Edric rushed forward and embraced Princess Eliza, who fell to her knees, exhausted but smiling. Her silence broke at last as she whispered, "The spell is over." Prince Rowan dropped to one knee before Princess Eliza and the 11 princes. "Forgive us," he said. "We doubted a heart stronger than any magic." The fairy queen appeared in a column of golden light, her voice soft as wind. "Your courage has freed not only your brothers, but this kingdom's heart." Princess Eliza, Prince Edric, and Prince Rowan stood hand in hand beneath a rainbow stretching across the castle towers. The 11 princes smiled as the fairy queen lifted into the sky, her wings scattering starlight. Peace returned to the kingdom. If you loved this story, subscribe to our channel for more magical fairy tale adventures. And keep the magic alive. Until next time, my friends.